Welcome to the Daily Millwall for Saturday the 23rd of January 2021. Today was match day. We played Bristol City at home in the FA Cup 4th round, and it was not a good game or a good result for Millwall Football Club. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. It's the South London Press's website's address. This is the match report from Alex Grace. This is Millwall 0, Bristol City 3. Lions exit FA Cup at 4th round stage for second campaign in a row. Millwall's FA Cup journey came to an end at the 4th round stage for the second season running after a 3-0 defeat by Bristol City at the Den. It was a scrappy opening 10 minutes with both sides creating chances. The first of note fell to Mason Bennett. His shot after some nice build-up play was turned behind the post by Max O'Leary. The City keeper was again alert this time to deny Troy Parrot, who had been set up by Ken Zahor. Moments later, he was forced to make another save, denying Ryan Leonard's powerful effort. The Robins took the lead against a run of play on 32 minutes from the penalty spot. Frank Fielding brought down Famara Deidou, and he then converted from 12 yards to give the visitors the lead. Alex Pearce went close early in the second half. His drive was shot, tipped over the bar by O'Leary. The visitors doubled their lead on 58 minutes. Naki Wells' free kick deflected off the wall and wrong-footed Fielding. Casey Palmer had the ball in the back of the net for a third City goal, but the flag was raised to deny the former Chelsea man. The visitors did get their third with 12 minutes left. Wells' ball over the top was seized on by Semenyo. He raced down on goal and smashed past Fielding to seal City's passage through to the 5th round. And yep, I watched the game on BT Sport Extra 5. We played alright for most of the first half. And then Fielding gave away a stupid penalty. He didn't. There's no reason he had to dive in on the fella. The fella was going nowhere. He was going to run it out for a goal kick. He dived at his feet, took him down, gave the penalty away, and that was it. Since after that, it was game over. We didn't play well. They bossed us in midfield. They sat back and got us on the counter. And we didn't really have much going forward. I mean, they were better than us all over the park. The only player who looked like he gave a damn was Mason Bennett and Ben Thompson. Mason Bennett really getting stuck in, trying to make things happen, make something happen. But yeah. But here's the thing, it's the FA Cup. The club probably needs the prize money from the FA Cup more than any other year. This year, we've done quite well in the FA Cup over recent years. So, and we already knew who we were going to get in the next round. It was going to be either Sheffield United or Plymouth. So, and it turned out it was Sheffield United, and it was an away game at Sheffield United, and it's not exactly a glamour tie. So that might have put the kibosh on trying to get through. If you know who you're going to get in the next round, and it's going to be a team that you're likely to beat and go even further, then you're probably going to try and win the game. If you're going to get through and play a mediocre Premiership team and probably get knocked out, then you're probably not going to want to get through. But if you win this game against Bristol City and you're going to play Man United or Liverpool or Arsenal or someone big, or maybe not Arsenal, they're not big anymore, but you know what I mean, if you're going to play one of the big teams, then you're going to try and win the game to get through. But I don't know, it's a weird season this season. With all the FA Cup changes and all the changes, the subs and all that kind of thing. It's a weird season, so it's not your typical season. So we'll just have to carry on. And we've got a game on Tuesday now at home to Watford. Our home form is shocking. So this was another home game that we lost. And here's the thing. However bad this performance and this defeat against Bristol City was, if we get any kind of result against Watford, then it would have been worth it. then who cares that we got if we win against Watford? Who cares that we lost today against Bristol City? No one does, because we're at the wrong end of the table and we need to move up. And we're not likely to win against Watford. They're a decent team in this league, but they've got a lot of injuries, so there is a chance. So we'll see on Tuesday. If we win, this game will be forgotten and we'll move on. If we get battered again, then you got to wonder, was it worth it? What's the point? We're going to move on now to manager's reaction. So here we go. This is Gary Rowett, written up by londonnewsonline.co.uk. It says, I'm disappointed with the scoreline. Gary Rowett reacts to Millwall FA Cup exit. Gary Rowett was disappointed with the scoreline in today's 3-0 loss to Bristol City, but admitted the FA Cup was not Millwall's top priority this season. The Lions made 8 changes for the 4th round tie at the Den. I'm disappointed with the overall scoreline, said the Millwall boss. We took the game in isolation on the back of 4 away games. We put in a huge amount of effort into the game, the win on us at Huddersfield on Wednesday, in terrible conditions and got back late. I felt I had to make changes. The reality of the FA Cup without fans probably doesn't feel quite the same as it would with fans normally at the Den. Therefore, I felt we had to make changes. We went with quite an attacking lineup with plenty of attacking players on the pitch. For the first 30 minutes, I thought we actually played quite well. We had moments, we had plenty of chances. Bristol City's first goal came from the penalty spot after Frank Fielding found Famara Diédhiou in a box. Rowett said, we made one mistake and that comes from their midfielder running past ours. That drags Piercy out and then they get him behind with Diédhiou. Frank obviously tries to do what he can and brings him down for the penalty. So it seems like he's made excuses for Fielding there. The goal came at a time when the Lions were on top. To be 1-0 down, I thought was a bit unfair and unfortunate, but it is what it is, said the Lions chief. We responded quite well again, but had some good moments. The keeper made some good saves. We got into positions where I felt we needed to do better, but that's been the story of our season. Just that little bit of creativity in the final third. The second goal kills us. It's a free kick needlessly given away, and the deflection sends the keeper the wrong way. It's an unfortunate one that's disappointing. The third goal I'm disappointed with defensively. So that's what Gary Rowett has to say about that. Kind of making excuses for Fielding there. And saying he's not happy with how the midfield played. Okay. Let's move on to what the other manager said. This is bristolpost.co.uk, and this is what their manager Dean Holden had to say. I'm not going to read it all, but there was one thing. It says here, you made several changes today and some of your younger players played really well. Who caught your eye? And then he responds, I think if you look at every player in the team, they all really reached their level. Of course, there's loads still to work on, and of course we're going nowhere near where we want to get to, but I think every player contributed massively to a real good team performance. I thought Thomas and Tallis handled Zaha really well in the first half, which is a big setback for Millwall. We tried to restrict balls coming into the box for the fullbacks, and I thought the midfield 4 really ran the game at times. Yes, they did, and gave us opportunities to really get into their final third at times with their forward passes, and Nakiwell's running in behind, and Famara. And even to get Awuru and Bell on in the end was a great moment, especially for the guys down at the academy. Debut for Awuru and FA Cup debut for Bell is the day they will never forget. So he's saying there, which they were running the midfield, and they was blocking balls to Zaha, and they were stopping the fullbacks coming forward, which was Ferguson and Romeo. So yep, they had us in our pocket all game really. The only one they were struggling to handle was Mason Bennett. So that's what the Bristol City manager had to say. Moving on now, this little thing come up. This is a blog. This is a Tottenham Hotspur blog. It's called theboyhotspur.com, and it's about Troy Parrot. It says there are no best actions so far worth sharing from Troy Parrot's loan spell at Millwall. It says Troy Parrot is a player on Tottenham's books that had raised doubts previously with with a source close to the club suggesting the Irishman had issues, and now it looks as if Parrot's loan at Millwall has been nothing to write home about either. The 19-year-old has made 12 appearances for his loan side in various attacking positions, from attacking midfielder to centre forward, his minutes played per game averaging 90 minutes, so the boy has seen plenty of opportunity. That said, Millwall have subbed him off on 6 occasions. Behind the 0 goals and 0 assists, we find 4 shot assists, but only 20% of his shots on goal were actually on a target. None of this reflects well upon the boy or the coaching staff at Millwall. One might take a view that these are early days, but it must surely make Parrot uncomfortable being in 16th and seeing Skip flying at Norwich City in pole position. Millwall might not be his ideal location, but not being able to get more shots on target surely has nothing to do with the ball on his with the badge on his shirt, huh? So they make the point there that they've been looking at Troy Parrot because he's a Spurs player. He's on loan to us, and they're not liking what they're seeing. They think he's absolute garbage, and I've got to say I am too. The only game we've won when he started has been the game at Boreham Wood, and he still didn't score against them. He's not good enough for Championship football, and we should send him back to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. Maybe you do. You want to let me know in the comments, but I think a lot of people are coming around to that way of thinking. That is not what we thought we were getting. He's not good enough. That's it. That's it for this video. Match day, 3-0 loss out of the FA Cup. Roll on Tuesday. Bye bye.